Hey guys and gals, how's it going? It's me, Larry the Batman fan. So, I saw recently that there's guys like Hip Hop Rap XP and Risky the Truth. Those two cyberboys have basically bashed Eminem and said that Eminem can't rap, can't freestyle. There's nothing good about Eminem, and that he's just overrated junk. Well, I will say that when I first started listening to rap, I think it was in the early 2000s. I heard stuff like Nelly, stuff like Ludacris and Nas and Jay-Z. I was listening to more, black rappers. But then I heard Eminem and, guys like 50 Cent and DMX and, Vanilla Ice. And I know that Vanilla Ice is also white too. But I had heard no white rappers until Eminem came around. And I had known about Vanilla Ice too. Those were like the only white rappers that I knew about in the early 2000s. There wasn't really anybody else that I knew about. I didn't even know about the Beastie Boys. It wasn't until much later, like 2008, 2009, when YouTube had like all these like top 50 best rappers lists and stuff that I started to discover more rappers from like Birdman to Method Man to Redman to guys like Talib Kweli and Mos Def, DEF, and the Beastie Boys and Run DMC and Kanye West and a bunch of others. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Earl Sweatshirt, those came much later. But is Eminem overrated is the question here. The answer is no. Don't listen to anything hip hop / rap XP says. Eminem opened up the doors for Caucasian people to do rap. Eminem opened up the doors to where, people aren't discriminating against the race. Because before Eminem, really all you had was the Beastie Boys and the House of Pain, which were like quote unquote white rap groups. You didn't have a single white rapper, just one single guy that I know of, except for Vanilla Ice. I know there was also Third Base. I keep hearing about Third Base. Third Base. They were a white rap group, though. There was 2 or 3 guys in that group. So Vanilla Ice was the first one, really, for the single white man to pick up the mic and start rapping. And yeah, I know Ice Ice Baby and Ninja Rap are like his only hit songs, but he had some other songs, Hooked, Roll 'em Up, It's a Party, and he had songs like Oh My Gosh and Ice is Working It. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people are not Vanilla Ice listeners, but Vanilla Ice didn't capture the success like Eminem did. That's why Eminem is a great rapper. He was able to capitalize on his music and actually make good songs, have good punchlines, good flow, and he was also an extremely good rap battler. Because without Eminem, there would be pretty much no white rappers, because Vanilla Ice failed to keep white rap relevant, whereas Eminem stepped in the game and made it possible for other white rappers to come along. Paul Wall came along, Yellow Wolf came along, Machine Gun Kelly came along, even though he sucks. You got a bunch of others. You got some good ones. You got Token. I think Token is a good rapper. You got Tom McDonald, who I don't think is bad. You got Chris Webby. You got some in the lesser known department, like there's this one dude called C Mob. He's white. and also Little White, spelled W-Y. Sorry, excuse me. Spelled W-Y-T-E, for them like mainstream hip hop and rap. But Eminem by far is the greatest white rapper of all time. And people like Hip Hop Rap XP doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He thinks that Eminem's overrated, that he's not good, that he's not successful. That's ridiculous. Eminem's very successful. Look at his net worth on Google.com. It was over 25 or 30 billion dollars. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. Yep, Eminem's great. Yeah, and yeah, I know his later albums aren't the best. Like, I was not a fan of Revival, and I certainly was not a fan of his new album, Music to Be Murdered By. But if you go back to his older work from Infinite all the way up to Relapse, from 1996 all the way to 2010, those albums were good. All of them were good. Recovery, eh. I only liked a few songs on the album, to be honest with you. Not really a big fan of that album either. And I think there was another album between that, Kamikaze. That's what it's called. I'm not a big fan of that one either. So yeah, he did fall off after time, but it doesn't matter because he still made good music and he still had good songs, you know? Still was very successful. He said, I could do this. I can make it. I'll prove it to you. And he did. He really did. He proved that he could rap and be a Caucasian man and still be able to rap and be very good at it. Have good flow, good punchlines, good beats, good sound, good everything. Okay? And that's why he's so successful. Now, I know I don't listen to secular music like I used to. I mean, when I was a younger kid, I was just strictly Christian music because I grew up in a Christian family. And Eminem, I know, was not really allowed in the house because he swears a lot and he cusses like crazy. So, just had to throw that out there. But, they, growing up, I eventually started to listen to more than just Christian music, started to branch out a little bit more for quite a while. But I understand the effects of listening to secular music. It's not always a good thing. I know Eminem falls into that department. But I got to give credit and talent where it's due. And this man is very talented. And people like Hip Hop Rap XP should just shut up because they don't know what they're talking about. Eminem's a great rapper.